The results are in for Pennsylvania's primary elections. Across the state, the stage now has been set for who will face each other this November for the general election.
Some candidates ran unopposed in the primary. Others faced candidates from their own parties, of course, to see who would come out on top. And the race for Pennsylvania's 10th congressional district is now set. Incumbent Republican Representative Scott Perry and new Democratic nominee Janelle Stelson setting up a rematch from the 2024 election. We were at Stelson's watch party the moment that the Associated Press called this race.
Well, Janelle's victory speech took aim at Perry, calling out recent rising prices on everyday goods and his support for the war in Iran. She also says her campaign goals are focusing on affordable health care and raising wages.
You deserve somebody who is going to listen and who is going to fight for you. In 2024, we came closer than ever to defeating Scott Perry, the second closest in the entire country, because of a coalition built on shared values and real hope. And tonight, our coalition is bigger and it is just getting started. I am up for the fight and I'm going to fight with all of you to make this.
Well, throughout the Democratic race in the primary, Stelson never debated her opponent, Dauphin County Commissioner Justin Douglas, and instead focused on Representative Perry.
She did, however, write on Facebook that she respects Douglas for his commitment to defeating Scott Perry and looks forward to working with him.
And Scott Perry also issued a statement following Stelson's win, saying he has lowered taxes for central Pennsylvanians compared to Stelson, who he says promises more taxes. He continued by saying he looks forward to the next few months of campaigning and does hope to debate Stelson in the future.
Every U.S. House seat is up for re-election this year, which could shake up the balance of power in Washington. We now know how the race is shaping up for Pennsylvania's House seats.
Republican Dan Muser represents the 9th district, which includes Lebanon County. He is set to face off against Democrat Rachel Wallace in November.
Republican Lloyd Smucker representing the 11th district, including Lancaster County and part of York County. He will be facing off against Democrat Nancy Mannion in November.
And Republican John Joyce represents the 13th district. That includes Mifflin, Juniata, Perry, Franklin, and Adams County, as well as part of Cumberland County. He is set to face off Democrat Beth Farnham in November.
For Pennsylvania's governor race, both candidates advanced as they both ran unopposed. Governor Shapiro celebrated with Democrats in Bucks County last night after he spent much of his nominating speech touting his record and criticizing President Trump and congressional Republicans.
The values that we hold dear are being squandered by a president and his band of enablers, hell-bent on injecting chaos and cruelty and corruption into our lives every day. But we are here tonight, all of us are here, because we choose not to be captive to the chaos.
Shapiro will face Stacey Garrity, a Republican and the current state treasurer, in November. News 8's Tom Lehman spoke to her over Zoom, and she said the governor should be more focused on what's happening in Harrisburg rather than the Trump administration.
That's our taxpayer dollars that's being used to sue the Trump administration. And so think about if you have a governor that's actually going to cooperate with the administration, we're probably going to get a lot more investment into Pennsylvania, a lot more cooperation.
Pennsylvania voters also will be choosing the next lieutenant governor in November. Incumbent Democrat Austin Davis, looking to keep that seat, will face Pittsburgh area attorney Jason Ritchie. He defeated former UPS executive John Ventry by more than 200,000 votes. We're also looking at the special election to fill the House seat, the state House seat in York County.
Unlike the primaries, all voters in the 196th district in York County could vote in this race. That district includes Dover all the way down to Spring Grove and also Seven Valleys. Republican Representative Seth Grove held that seat for 17 years. And now Republican George Margettis, who has defeated Democrat Ron Ruman in this race, will take the seat. Both candidates are township supervisors in West Manchester Township. Margettis will serve the rest of that current term until the November election, when he will have to run again.
Republican incumbent Senator Chris Gephardt won in the 48th district. That covers Lebanon and Berks counties and part of northern Lancaster County.
Gephardt, who first won election in 2021, beat his challenger, political newcomer and horse trainer Clovis Crane, by almost double.
This is a state Senate seat. Debate over skill games dominated this race. after Gebhardt proposed a 35% tax on game operators. Now, Crane opposed that and got money for the campaign from Skillgain operators. Both candidates together spent more than $1 million, and they had a lot of ads on TV and in flyers.
I mean, I'm a little bit surprised by the margin of the victory. It's been a long, little bit more than 12 months. People don't really realize it, but it was more than 12 months ago that the skill game industry has been negatively attacking me, attacking my character. So it's been something we had to withstand, but we're excited. I think the people of this district have absolutely seen what the truth is, and to see the margin of victory tonight is just amazing.
Gebhardt may be the likely winner of the November election since there was no Democrat on the ballot in the primary.